Any of you Indy fans like Pro Stock? I'm going to introduce you to somebody that 2 months ago hated Pro Stock. And I'm not making that up. Let me tell you something. I'm not exactly talking behind his back because he's standing right there. Out on the Western Swing, he had his head down a little bit. He says, man, he said, we just don't have the time and budget. We need to get home and get back to work, get our stuff up to speed. Well, they had some time last month with only one race in the whole month of August. They got home and they got their stuff back up to speed. He came in here qualified the number 6 spot. And then all he had to do to get out of the first round was beat Warren Johnson, the winningest guy in the history of Pro Stock. All he had to do in the second round was beat Jason Lyons, former champ and one of the real bad dudes in Pro Stock. All he had to do in the semifinals was beat Alan Johnson, who's got the baddest dodge on the planet. And in the final round, Jason once said, you don't have enough in your right foot, use your left foot. He won 4 world championships as a sportsman racer, and he showed off some of those driving skills today. He is your Mac Tools U.S. Nationals Pro Stock champion. He's Greg Stanfield. U.S. Nationals Pro Stock champions. Got kind of a nice ring, don't you think?
That's huge. That's huge. I gotta say, Indy has got the best fans in the world. Thank you guys.
It was a little bit of a tricky track for the Pro Stock guys all day long, and your boys stayed on top of it and made sure that car got down there every time.
Hey, Eddie, all the guys, Jason, Larry, Mike Stryker, my brother, you know, the car was kind of soft in the clutch department, and I just told them, I said, guys, just let me try to get us there. Just leave it soft so we know we can go down and see what happens.
You've got lane choice going into the final. That's a great feeling. You got Mike Edwards in the other lane, and all of a sudden all that great feeling goes away.
That's a bad feeling. Mike Edwards is an awesome champion. Knew we were going to have our hands full. Hey, it was my day. It's meant to be.
Into the countdown now. Obviously, you made a big move today, picking up 4 rounds. Got a little momentum on your side. Hey, anything can happen over a few race swing here.
Anything can happen. We're just going to keep our heads down, work hard, and see if we can keep this nitro fish running good.
What do you think Captain Chaos is going to do tonight?
Party.
What are you going to do tonight?
Party.
Any of you guys going to join him there? Greg Stanfield, ladies and gentlemen, your Pro Stock champion here at O'Reilly Raceway Park. I know you guys love your funny car winner. You showed us all that last year. This young lady's had an incredible season, but she hadn't quite found the winner's circle yet this year. I think she was saving it to come back here and share with you folks. Just like your Pro Stock champ, she qualified the number 6 spot. Stopped that Del Worsham in round number 1. Took out Paul Lee. Get a little revenge for him beating her a couple of weeks ago in round number 2. Stopped fast Jack Beckman in the semifinals. And in the final, she only ran 4:14 to lay the smack down on her dad. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Back to back, Mac Tools U.S. Nationals Funny Car Champion, Ashley Ford Hood. How many things you got in your hand there, girl? I don't know how long you stayed, but I think your dad's down there still cussing at Mike Neff.
I know. No way. You know what? This after the semis to beat the 2 Schumacher cars, that is not an easy feat. So we were really pumped to have 2 forced cars in the final round. It couldn't go wrong at that point. So Dad and I were just going to have a little fun, and he's won a lot this season. So they're doing great, leading the points. We've finally been able to kind of turn our season around, and it's looking a lot brighter than it was before going into this race.
I got to tell you, just for the record, I'm not kidding. I was down there. Those guys are all absolutely scratching their heads trying to figure out what went wrong with John's car. I don't know that they were going to have a 4:14, but they had it loaded up for you.
Oh yeah, well, you know, we had an advantage. We had the better lane. We'd run good all day long, and you know, when you do run good and you're able to get lane choice, it's just a little bit extra confidence, but also, you know, you've been running that lane all day long. So Ron and Guido, my crew chiefs, they did an amazing job. I mean, this car was like a rail. It just went right down that groove every run. You know, it was just I wouldn't say easy to drive, but definitely easier than other times we've made laps. And I felt really good going up for that round. I thought if we can just do what we've been doing all day long, I can do my job on the starting line and keep it in the groove. We have a really good shot at winning this race.
A lot of people spend their whole career trying to get here and win the Mac Tools U.S. Nationals. You got your first win here in the A-Fuel car, now a couple of them in a funny car. This place has always been good to you.
It has, and it's funny, you know, it shows the importance of teamwork. I always do good with my team here. In 04 when I won, our teammate Gary Densham won in funny car, and then last year Robert and I got to battle out in the final, and then this year me and Dad. So I don't know, there's something with that. There's just magic here for us in Indy. I grew up watching my dad race here. He doubled up the Big Bud Shootout in Indy a few times that I can remember, so it's really special. I'm a couple feet taller standing here in the winner's circle than when I was a kid. I don't have the side ponytail anymore, thank goodness, and I'm happy to be back as a driver with the best team, I believe, in the sport.
A little momentum into the countdown, never hurt either. You made a big move today, and now you can start sneaking up on that championship.
Yeah, we were close last year, so close, and stumbled a little at the end and still got second, which we were really happy to do, but we're going to try it again this year and see if maybe we can't get second or better.
She started off on the right foot by winning Indy. She is Ashley Forsythe, your U.S. Nationals funny car champion. Well, this one was never in doubt after the semifinals. There have only been 2 winners here at Indy all century. Man, what an unbelievable ride for these guys. They come into the countdown with the #1 spot in the points. Then they come in here and qualified #1 at the Big Go. In the opening round, they took out Bruce Litt. In the second round, Steve Torrence. In the semifinals, Sean Langdon, who was trying to double, and you're going to meet Sean here in a little bit because he won with his other car over there on the Lucas Oil side. And I don't know about you, but that final round against Corey Mack, was that like one of the best Top Fuel runs you saw all day? There have only been 2 winners at Indy this century, and we're going to keep that string alive. This year it was the All-Nabi's turn. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, your Top Fuel champion, Larry Dixon. Joined in the winner's circle by his daughter, Alana. You're a historian of the sport. You've been coming here since you were about her size. Indy is really special to you.
It's as big as ever winning a championship. This race means so much because, I mean, you don't see Garlits come to Phoenix. No offense to Phoenix, but you know, this is the one everybody comes to for years on end. And my family, when my dad raced Top Fuel cars, it was no different. And we tow back here and try and qualify, and then try and win. And if you did well at this race, you knew you could sit at the table with the rest of them. But gosh, it's just winning one is unbelievable, and having this be my 4th, it's a little overwhelming still. It's just it's a great job by Alan Johnson, Jason McCulley, everybody on the All-Nabi team. Especially with Shay Khaled here in the house, and I'm done driving, so we're going to start drinking.
I think I may join you with that here in just a minute. Conditions today were changing all day long. Your team was able to keep adapting, keep you on the side you wanted to be on the racetrack, and keep lighting that win line.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bummer that sometimes it gets to lane choice, but if it comes down to lane choice, you want to do everything you can. So you got to stage the car thin and hope that it's enough. And even in the semifinals, it went out there and ran an 84. And I was just like, gosh, I didn't, it's like it's almost leaving enough window for somebody to get lane choice especially between the 2 Schumacher cars. And when they went out and spun the tires, I knew we had lane choice, and that made me feel pretty good because I know Alan and Jason and the guys, they wanted to stay in the left lane, and if somebody could beat us, let them at it. But man, we, obviously Corey got down the racetrack. Todd and Phil, they're doing an awesome job, and they're certainly the team that we're going to have to deal with the rest of the year. And I hope I'm in the middle of it still.
Well, obviously you stretch out your point lead in the countdown with the win, but with Corey finishing running the runner-up spot, it's not like you exactly had a huge points day.
Yeah, woo, a whole round. But it's a round. It's a big deal. You got #1 and 2 in the points, #1 and 2 in qualifying, going up there, and Corey, man, I love racing him because he races clean. We go up there, and I mean, nobody's deep staging one another. We're going to go down in the end of the track, and we're going to compare time slips. And you know, we're both trying to cut a light, and both our guys are trying to make quick runs. And it's just today was our day, and I just I feel really good. And, gosh, for the Johnson family too, Everett and Agnes and Pam and everyone's here, and it's I know that this racetrack means a lot to that family, and to be able to gosh, they sacrifice a lot at this racetrack, and I just if we put a smile on their faces for the day, it means
take a couple of days and enjoy this, and then we'll start thinking about Charlotte and the rest of the countdown.
I'm gonna be hungover tomorrow, so we'll be good.
Larry Dixon, ladies and gentlemen, he is your South Fuel champion, along with his lovely daughter Alana up here on the stage. All right, we need all of our pro champs up here for a little photo op, and we're going to meet all the Lucas Oil racers and the guy that for the first time is visiting the winner's circle in the Get Screen America Pro Mod Series. You know what, Larry? Your kid gets prettier every week, and I see her every week because you win just about every week. She's the what? Bedazzled. Well, she's always dazzling. Oh, beautiful. You even got the bedazzled grill thing going on there. I'm not sure Ellie Tongley even believes he's standing in the winner's circle at Indy yet. I guarantee you Stanfield doesn't believe it yet. Ashley back to back. And they always say uncle. Larry said neither does Mike Edwards. All right, how about let's pump those trophies up, guys. Let's hear it one more time for all your champions. It's Larry Dixon, Greg Stanfield, Ellie Tongley, and Ashley Forrest Hood in the winner's circle, the 56th annual Mac Tools U.S. Nationals presented by Lucas Oil here at O'Reilly Racing.